Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you watched that last video, our fishing video was kind of a fail. We ended up catching only one fish there. Today's the same day and we got back early enough to do a few things around the yard, and right now I want to mow the grass. We're going to get a lot of rain this week, and I realized that I have never shown you guys my mowing setup. So tell you a little bit about it first. You know that I have the tractor, and I use this tractor for everything, from snow plowing to maintaining the driveway and now mowing the grass. So a little bit different than your typical mower. Most of you guys probably have zero-turn mowers, really popular nowadays, or a riding mower, or some of you may even be pushing, small lots or something like that. We mow, including the front trails right here, probably about 2 acres, I would say. Actually, probably not even that, to be honest with you. But I chose to do that with a rear finish mower for my tractor. Now, when I bought this tractor, that was one of the first implements that I bought, was a Land Pride 2572, that's the model number, 2572 rear finish mower. It's a 72 inch, so it's 6 feet wide, and it's a side discharge. It has pneumatic tires on it, 3 blades, the whole spindle system and everything. It does a really nice job of cutting the grass. So a few things that I found out over the years is, if you're gonna try something like this, I like it for several reasons, right? So first of all, I have the tractor, I maintain the tractor engine, I'm changing oils and lubricating things all the time. The more things that I can use that engine and that piece of equipment for, the less things I have to maintain. So by not having another mower, that's one less set of maintenance that I have to do every year on another engine. It's also, gets the job done fairly decent. I think a zero-turn might do a better job as far as neatness or whatever, but this does a really clean job, does a nice clean cut, and the thing is 6 feet wide, so it gets the job done pretty quick. But one thing that I found, if you're gonna try this, don't try to mow with your front end loader on. So I'm gonna show you the setup right now. We're gonna hook the mower on. First of all, we gotta take this carryall off. I've got the pallet forks on. To take the loader off, you need the front bucket on, and obviously we're gonna hook the mower on. So let me show you how to do this. So if you've never done this before, at least on a Kubota tractor, taking the loader off is actually fairly simple. There are a few things that I want to walk you through here though that'll make it a lot easier that I've found out over the years, and I'm going to tell you some of the process right now before I go ahead and do this with the tractor running, because it's going to be pretty loud. So let me show you what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is, there's arms right here on both sides. We have to flip those down, kind of like a kickstand, okay? Now, you're going to want your loader tipped out for that. So when you put this thing on the ground, once the kickstands are down, we're going to let the loader down this way, and we're actually going to pick the front end of the tractor up off the ground. And what that'll do is that will free up this pin. There's one here, and there's one on the other side. Once the front end of the tractor is picked up off the ground, and this part of the loader is seated to the back, this pin will come out freely. We'll pull that out, and that's the only thing holding this thing in there, along with a kind of a notch down in the bottom here. You can see that pin right there is solid, and it's attached to the tractor, and the loader kind of clamps in behind there, seats in the back of there, and then that pin holds it in place. So we'll take the pins out. Then what we'll do is we will roll the tractor bucket back. What that will do is it'll pick this loader up out of that pocket, Then we will extend them out a little bit like this so it's easier to hook on later. But that's another trick that I learned. So when you pull this thing straight up out of that pocket, you're gonna wanna extend those pins back out. Not pins, but this part of the loader, extend that cylinder at an angle. So when you go to hook this up later, it locks right into place. After that's all done and everything's level and everything's good to go, and the loader is detached, then we have to come over here and we have to unhook our hydraulic lines, which on this Kubota, there's 4 lines, they're color coded. They're quick connects, we pull them off one at a time, put the caps on so they stay clean, just dangle them here, and then we're completely disconnected from the tractor. This does not take very long to do, but after we are, actually I forgot to mention this, after we're level and everything is where it goes, I like to shut the tractor off and move the joystick back and forth and up and down before I disconnect the hydraulic lines. And what that does is any pressure that's in these hydraulic lines, with the tractor off, by moving that valve back and forth, that equalizes all the pressure out. So you won't, when you go to hook them back up later, you don't have one real high pressure line that you're struggling to get it put in there. So let me show you how to do this. Now, a couple things to note. This thing's gonna sit here just fine. It's very stable. With the kickstands down, everything's good to go. But you'll notice that I put this on the concrete pad here, the concrete approach in front of my garage. If you try to do this on uneven ground, taking it off is fine. Hooking it back up will be more challenging. So try to find a flat spot. Additionally, you will get a couple drops of oil out of those quick connect valves. So if this is a spot where you can't handle a couple drops of oil, then you may want to put a piece of cardboard down or something under it. But other than that, pretty easy. So we'll get the mowing done, we'll hook this thing back up, and we'll be good to go. So just like that, you see me put everything back on in the opposite order that we took it off. The hoses, back that thing back into the notch, put the pins in, raise everything up, and put the kickstands back up, and we're ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on this or any of the attachments that you've seen me use with my tractor, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, let me know. I have a lot of different attachments for this thing, and I absolutely love using this tractor. It's like the ultimate transformer. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.